So I'm a massive procrastinator, and I always, if I have a task to do that I'm like a little bit worried about, I kind of get into this state where I just think, oh, I'll just postpone it. Even if it's for like a couple of hours, but then a couple of hours will go and then I'll end up just doing it the next day. So that gives me kind of a massive relief, because I think, oh, that's fine, like it's kind of in the future, just there, but not today, in the now. And then as soon as the next day comes, the feeling's like almost a lot worse, because you've kind of, I don't know, you've kind of separated it and now you're at that moment again, and it's just this feeling of constantly going around in a circle of, you know, putting something off.
Anxiety and procrastination just come hand in hand,
Yeah.
and when you're anxious, you're more likely to procrastinate, and the more you procrastinate, the more anxious it makes you.
Yep.
And it's a bit of a vicious cycle in lots of ways. Yeah, I think so many people can relate to that. And I think the thing, when it comes to starting to overcome that, I think, is looking at what the root of it might be. And for lots of us, there's perfectionism or a fear of failure that's kind of at the root of us not wanting to get started on things or not wanting to finish things, because there's this idea that if I can't do it perfectly, then I don't want to do it at all. Or, you know, I'm just going to hold myself back from that because, you know, what if I fail? That will be too terrible and too scary if I fail at that. So I would just suggest, when it comes to procrastination, just as much as possible, break things into the smallest tasks and the smallest chunks that you can. So instead of thinking, right, I've got to find a new career or some really daunting kind of task like that, just thinking, what's the next tiny step that I can take? You know, spending half an hour researching something about your CV, or you know, calling one person. Start to take those small steps, you get that momentum going and you become more confident as you go along. So instead of trying to bite off a big chunk straight away, just those small steps, and it can be so helpful.